Yo, what up? Today we're going to talk about texting girls. Let's get into it. Here is some proof of some text that I got from girls recently. Cool stuff. All right, so let's look at relevance texting. All right, sweet. So, why is it called relevance texting? Because it sits on one principle, and that is of relevance. I'll talk about it specifically a little bit later. But some of the main ideas that we're going to talk about here, there's three types of text that you get from a girl. So every single text that you ever get from a girl can be categorized into one of these categories. Number one, it's positive. Number two, negative. Number three, silence. Most guys with the positive note, you basically, if you get a positive text, you want to be escalating. The phone is used to get dates, and that's all it's for. I personally don't enjoy like texting girls endlessly or just having like random conversations with girls, all the time, right? So I use the phone to get a result, and that is we want to get a date from the phone. We want the phone to get us a date. So we want to be escalating. When it is positive, that's basically our time to start escalating. And we can inject like relevance into all of these texts to make them smoother, funnier, more interesting, and get more compliance from the text. So when it is positive, we want to be escalating. And there's a sequence to do so. A lot of people make mistakes of escalating too much, basically sending like one sort of big escalation text, like let's meet at like steakhouse, 8 p.m. Friday, uh, you know, I'll get you an Uber or something, or just like trying to instantly nail it all down at once. That's not the way you do it. You do it slowly, you do it smoothly, you do it calculated so that if you do get a no on any of like those variables of like time, location, stuff like that, um, then you know what you're getting a no on. You can deal with the objection, rather than sending one big text, probably getting a no, on some part of it, and then not knowing what the no is actually on. So when it is positive, basically we want to be escalating, right? A lot of guys also make the mistake of no escalation, keeping a boring conversation going for forever and never getting to the point. Okay, so negative, this probably is going to look like a shit test or just like a low investment text. Something like okay, like cool, or just like not really trying very hard in the conversation. Maybe just like a thumbs up like reaction or something. So that would be like low investment, like not trying. And then a shit test is just challenge you a little bit, like are you like, am I like the 100th girl you've approached today, or like it looks like you approach girls often, or like I don't know if you're my type, that sort of thing, like just challenging you. So problems with shit tests, guys don't know how to identify them. They don't know what is a shit test, what is not a shit test, and they will deal with regular positive texts as if they're shit tests, and they'll do a shit test as if like they're positive text. And actually, with the shit test, you want to pass the test basically, and that's all you want to do with the shit test. You don't want to escalate. You don't want to do anything like that. So just pass the test, and that's it. And then with the low investment text, a lot of guys will make mistakes of not matching and mirroring like levels of investment. So if the girl's giving you like low investment or high investment, then you want to match and mirror and just give her like the same sort of energy basically. Um, so yeah, that's with the negative stuff. And then silence, this is where they just ignore you, right? You send a text, you get ignored. A lot of guys don't know how to, you want to get a response, right? You want to get a response and then slowly move it towards a positive conversation. Um, so guys have a problem eliciting responses here. Because you need a response in order to make the conversation positive. So when you do get silence, you do need to get a response back. You can't like immediately start escalating. And there are ways to actually get the responses back from girls, and guys make a mistake of asking questions on this sort of silence thing, in order to get a response, or asking same sort of boring questions in order to elicit responses back and get the conversation going. which can work. That's one strategy to do it. But there's better ways in doing it, and just like giving value, just sharing, insights about yourself, who you are, just a little bit, and not investing too much, and just putting it out there and just giving, basically, is the idea on the silence. Cool. And then, as I was talking about before, the relevance. This is used on like 100% of text messages to girls, just to like increase, response rate. You'll get like a much higher response rate when you just make the conversation relevant to her. So an example of this is, say you're talking about, like a TV show. Like, did you see the episode of the TV show last night? Um, this could be relevant if she watches it already, but chances are, a random TV show. Do you like X TV show? Probably not as relevant as if you start sentences with the word you. So like, you're actually kind of like a character from this TV show. Now it's more relevant to her. She cares more about it. It's going to hit her more emotionally because it's actually about her versus about some random topic, like a TV show. So this is kind of like the main idea, of relevance, and you can actually apply this to all of the text, all of your responses to her text, to positive ones, to negative ones, to silent shit test ones, to get response rates that are a lot higher than if you talk about things that are not relevant to the conversation or to her. So those are the main ideas of texting. I send a daily email that'll help out your game, help you out to get like 1 to 2 dates every single week. Check it out in the link in the description. Thank you for watching.